Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Morelos. It's 6:50 in the morning here. Heading back to Mexico City now. Should be about an hour and a half drive, something like that. And then I'll be there for 4 days before I head back to Seattle. So come join me. Should be fun. Back in Mexico City. It's a little bit colder than it was before. Got a sweater now. Going to get tacos. Pretty busy over the next few days, so not quite sure what I'm going to be doing. But I guess we'll find out together. Of course, being Mexico, there's a huge number of salsa options. And this place has 5, but you can imagine there can be even more. Tacos al pastor, which is pork. Also, if you're ever in Mexico City and wondering which salsa to use, generally speaking, they're going to be organized from least to most spicy. So you can see that's habanero color, so that's going to be the most spicy. I also ordered a postre de pastor, which is kind of like a quesadilla with cheese, folded over taco, something like that. See, there's lots of pastor in the middle as well. Very good, but really big. I was expecting it to be, half this size, something like that. It used to be smaller here. Being the largest city in North America, Mexico City is actually pretty multicultural. You'd be surprised to know. We're actually going for ramen right now. Because, you can get good food from kind of anywhere. Chinese, Vietnamese, etc. Kind of got everything. It's like 23 million people here, so there's a lot of options. Ramen with barbacoa, lime, and chilies. And whatever she got.
Seafood.
Seafood.
You can see the little octopuses.
If you're looking for good ramen in Mexico City, Fideo Gordo and Roma Norte. Highly recommended. I have absolutely no idea why, but there's been a man in this park playing a bagpipe for about the last 2.5 hours. I guess he's busking. It's not quite what you expect to see in, Mexico City. Off to get lunch. Walking through Roma Norte. Kind of like a hipster neighborhood. Didn't really talk about it before, but yeah, hipster. A couple years ago it was not nearly as, built up and whatnot, and now it's kind of like the place to be, gentrifying very quickly, so like getting fancier and fancier. Same kind of problems everywhere. This is the general garbage collection for Mexico City. People walk around the city with carts and pick up the garbage from houses, so they'll actually go up to your apartment and grab it from you, and you just tip them. They have bigger trucks, so like that guy will meet up with a truck and unload their garbage. I'll see if I can find one. Garbage trucks are pretty much the same as everywhere else in the world. The only difference is the cart there. See, here in Mexico they use the street space really well. This is an art gallery displaying art. See, there's food stalls everywhere. Also, one thing you may or may not have noticed, there's no full-size trucks in the city here. It's because they're banned from the city, except for at night. Traffic is too bad, so they can't, and the streets are kind of narrow. So they actually aren't allowed to be here until, I think it's past midnight or something, so a couple days ago when we were trying to get back into the city at night, and there were a bunch of trucks. That's why, because they can't get here otherwise. So, you know, a city of 23 million people, there's a lot of logistics needed to get all the food into the city. So they have to do it all at night. So, and they have may or may not have seen people pushing carts and whatnot, and that's how they get things around during the day. You'll have a smaller truck that's a little bit more maneuverable, and then you get it to the final destination with a human-pushed cart. That way the traffic stays more manageable. It's still terrible. You know, when it rains, it can take 6 hours to go from one side of the city to the other. Normally it's about an hour. So. My last day here in Mexico City for something like a month and a half, maybe. Not sure exactly when I'm coming back. But yeah, I've done everything I need to do, so I'm just kind of hanging out with a band that I know on a rooftop deck. They're filming a music video, so I'm just hanging out up here. It's kind of cool. The view's great, as you can see. ¿Cómo estás, amigo? ¿Cómo estás?
Medio, escena 1, toma 6. Música.
Se presenta a una entrevista sin camisa y yo lo contrato. ¿Qué diría usted? Que sus pantalones deben ser realmente estupendos.
Vamos con Chava y después de esta nos vamos cámara en mano. ¡Ay, pirro! Nada más he salido de sex.
How you feeling?
A little bit nervous, but I enjoy it.
And what you see here is Mexico City traffic on a Friday at 11:30 p.m. All these people are trying to leave town.
Es que mi esposa dice que tuvo un issue muy cabrón. Vio a 3 hombres besándose al mismo tiempo.
Good morning from Mexico City Airport. It's currently 4:30 in the morning. Went to bed around 12:30, so I think I'm on 2.5 hours of sleep again, as normal. Flying to Tijuana this morning, and then off to Seattle. Using the CBX again, as I did on the way here. Just using that to get back to the United States, and then Uber back to San Diego Airport. So, it has to be a lot cheaper. Trying to get to Mexico, you can actually fly internally inside the country pretty much anywhere for like $40. So I'm actually using it to make status with Delta. I'll explain it at some point probably, but not right now. I have no sleep, so gonna go find security. Well, the flight's delayed for what the internet says is an hour. The people at the gate said they don't know. They said it was due to weather. I've checked the weather. It's not due to weather. And then I got an email from Air Mexico saying it was an operational change or something. So hopefully it's only an hour. I can still make my connection in San Diego if it is. If it's more than an hour, I probably can't, and I'll have to find another flight from San Diego. But it shouldn't be a problem. I think there's every flight's every 2 or 3 hours, and I can change for free with my Delta status. So I can always hop on the next one. But yeah, always fun. The risk you take when you build an itinerary with 2 different flights. If you're late, it's on you. So that's one of the risks I'm taking flying through Tijuana today. But, normally it doesn't cause any problems. And the amount I fly, it's kind of worth the risk. Second time boarding. Let's see if I get on the plane this time. Actually on the plane this time. Made it to Tijuana. 2 hours late. First delay was due to fog in Tijuana, and then there was a second delay due to fog in Mexico City. I now have 1 hour and 20 minutes to get through the cross-border express and to the other airport. Well, when it rains, it pours. Apparently there is a line for the cross-border express, and they will not let me go past it. So I'm stuck in a quite long line. I explained to them I had another flight, and they said that it doesn't matter, and that I got to stand in line. You can see it goes around into a side room and then continues on. So not the best. Looking like I'm gonna miss it. 58 minutes till takeoff, and I'm in a cab. Just arrived at San Diego Airport. Takeoff's in 33 minutes, so should be boarding in 3 minutes. So I gotta try and get through security and get to my gate in like 10. Should be okay, I think. I got clear and priority, TSA pre, whatever the hell else. So should be okay, I think. Well, I made it through security in 6 minutes, so looks like 27 minutes until takeoff. So I'm actually gonna be on time, which is kind of surprising. If I hadn't had global entry, or Nexus, that's what I have, but effectively global entry, and TSA pre and clear, there is absolutely no way I could have made this. The CBX lineup in the customs was quite long, but I got to skip it because of the global entry. And then the CBX, the security line for TSA pre was quite long. The non-free line was even longer, but I got to do pre and clear, which is essentially you get to skip the line. Just scan your eyeballs instead of scanning ID. So I will probably make my flight. I have, probably 10 minutes till the boarding door closes, so I just gotta find the gate. It's over here. And there's the plane. So didn't leave without me. I made it for a final boarding call. So could not have been any closer. But I'm making it to Seattle. Well, even with the whole mess in San Diego, ended up getting to Seattle 25 minutes early. So, nice surprise. Thought I'd be many hours late, but no. Be a couple weeks off from traveling for me. I got, I think, 2 weeks, 16 days off. Join me then and heading to Europe. See you next time.